Senate Bill 574 would send a portion of regional enhancement millages to charter and cyber schools, more than 80% of which are run by for-profit management companies. Supporters of this bill would have you believe that this bill is about fairness for Michigan's children. We all say that providing kids with a great education must be the top priority of our public schools. We all say that. The fact of the matter is that this bill, as written, really starts giving locally raised tax dollars to the profit margins of for-profit corporations instead of the education of our children. This legislation, as written, does nothing to improve the accountability or transparency of charter schools or improve educational outcomes for students. It just increases the bottom line for for-profit charter management companies. At the end of last year, a package of bills was introduced in both the House and Senate.
Representative, I'm going to ask that we keep it confined to this bill unless as it pertains to the tie bar. Yes, if that is correct, if that is so, the chair recognizes Minority Floor Leader Greig.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. At the end of last year, the package of bills was introduced in both the House and Senate, which would bring much-needed transparency, accountability, and reform to our charter school industry. My amendment would tie bar 574, which gives more money to charter schools, with that package of bills. This would link the money to better transparency, accountability, and reform, ensuring that hard-earned taxpayer dollars are used wisely by all schools that educate our children, all schools and all education management organizations. I can't imagine anyone would have a problem with the idea of having transparency, accountability, and reform in our charter school industry. And I ask that my colleagues support this amendment. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Representative. The question before the House is on the adoption of the amendment. The clerk will open the board. The amendment is not adopted.